Hi, I'm Jeff Edgers. I'm an arts reporter at the Boston Globe, and I'm here to tell you the story about Weary Herakles. This is a statue which I've always been fascinated in because the bottom half of the statue, from the waist down, can be found in Turkey, where it was found in 1980, and the top half can be found at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. The Turkish government in the 90s started demanding the return of this object. The Museum of Fine Arts, for years, first contended that the top half did not belong with the bottom half. The top half of Weary Herakles has been at the MFA since the early 80s. It was purchased by a couple in New York, Leon Levy and Shelby White. In 1992, the MFA finally conducted this test using plaster casts of both sides and determined that these things fit perfectly together. I was in Turkey earlier this year, and so I thought, what better moment to just hop on one of the local planes there, take an hour flight to Antalya, which is on the southern coast, right on the Mediterranean, and go and see this piece for myself. What I found interesting is that there's a giant poster on the wall next to the bottom half saying, give us the top half back, Boston Museum of Fine Arts. And on the wall behind the statue, they've put a picture of the top half so that if you stand just right and kind of squint your eyes, it looks like the two halves go together. The reality is, Weary Herakles on its own is not that incredibly significant. This is not, a piece by Michelangelo. It was a copy. Maybe more than 100 were made of an original bronze that was made of this same figure, Hercules. What made it notable, though, is the idea that half of it was found in this dig site in Turkey, and then half of it ended up in Boston. So I called the MFA, and I was surprised. They said, we're actually going to give it back. We haven't worked out the details. It's still unclear when it'll happen, but we recognize that that piece belongs back in Turkey. This long-standing battle over a statue that's almost 2,000 years old is about to be resolved.